groups left at the Paris Major, and FaZe starting on the T side. Rob's charging out towards the door, looking to get involved in fights early, but it is Twist who draws first blood. Torji bites back for MOUZ, and Rain is slipped right past Dexter, who's right behind him, but it's Torji that's getting the kills from the site. FaZe still struggling to get out towards the A bomb site.
I don't know how Dexter didn't get involved there, it just wasn't necessary, but look at Rops, he made his way all the way down, gets the kill onto Frozen. Dexter's gone down to try and meet him. This is getting a little bit crazy.
Yeah, good movement for Rops just to get down the vent, quickly makes the decision to come around Secret Hulka.
Yeah, this A site is just so open. JDC is trying to get back into position. He has to be scared of Yard. FaZe very happy to just take their time here. They know they have the advantage. They know they just need to make sure the players can work together, and now they look ready to move into this bomb site.
JDC up from heaven. Supposed to move it forward into the side. Dexter up the vent. Assassination on the back of two skulls. Brokey trying his best, but JDC will collapse upon them, and MOUZ have the first round.
That was almost a good recovery from FaZe though, right? Getting Rops down into the vent. He was going for that set play early, managed to sneak on through with the distraction of his teammates actually pushing through that smoke. But Dexter goes down, comes back on up. The perfect timing. He could have flanked through Secret and then wouldn't have been in the position to be able to counter this play. A good 2v3 handled at the end there.
To come through, so pretty well handled by MOUZ, all things considered. It doesn't look like the Deegs are going to get too much unless Karrigan has something to say about it.
Love to see that for Karrigan. Two big Deegs outside, bringing the numbers down to a 3 versus 3. And JDC, he knows they're at the ramp room, and he does deal with Brokey.
Okay. Crisis probably averted here. Dexter is going to go up on top, and that's where Karrigan was with the bomb. So now he's going to be grouping up. Okay, yeah, Dexter's about to end this round right here. Maybe any second. Okay, well, slight gap there. Dexter's getting the information at the very least. And with JDC at ramp, they can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, still should be impossible for FaZe to pick this up, especially with Dexter right behind them. Karrigan's barrel spotted. Nice quick execution. Rops, oh, he's read him. He knows exactly where Rops is. And he will eventually confirm the kill.
Good start here for MOUZ. And you've got to say that it's nice for them to get off to this good start on NUKE. FaZe's map pick coming into this series. I think from the FaZe perspective, you can really see in this veto that they have focused on themselves a little more. Because you look at the maps they've got, NUKE is their pick. Round out for FaZe. Yard control looks to be the main aim here.
Well, they're committing heavily and Frozen at Secret. It's a good position to start the round because you can just get up there, take that one kill, and drop back to safety. And FaZe have to play the rest of this round a player down.
Much like the pistol. How are they going to play this one out? Have to worry about that Secret swing at any moment now.
Gonna burn time and utility. Just making sure the Frozen can't peek up for info because they drop back now. They're not committing outside anymore. They're going back towards lobby.
Torchi's got all of outside covered too.
Absolutely. He's just got his AWP trained in on that angle. So surely MOUZ will have good preparation towards the A bomb site here. Utility looks like it might be coming. And now MOUZ should know this is coming at them. It's just a question of whether they can hold on to it or not.
There's the Molly top hut. He's actually going to flash down at the same time. Actually dropping. He's blinded, but he's still fighting. The flames fall and Frozen takes down Rops. Surgeon actually swapping to the Deagle to spam. He's got time to get that reload off. The smoke comes at the perfect time, and ramp is shut off as well.
30 seconds for FaZe, and again, it is another slow start to a game here. They're just not looking too comfortable, not getting the initial control they wanted. A simple play for Frozen disrupts the initial idea, and they find no pathway back into the round. They have to cancel this one, and this is going to feel tough. A slow start here, you can't really afford it.
That was followed essentially just by some good utility at the tail end there.
I mean, MOUZ did so well in this round, though. I think they deserve a lot of credit. First, for that fight towards Yard we were talking about, getting Frozen into position. And then the timing of this utility is perfect. First towards door, then towards ramp. They basically take every option.
Not a lot of options available to them, and that's why they're going quickly. Twist out the front of the door, running in with his spawn, and he shreds through exertion. Oh, sick! Second kill on Dexter is brilliant, too, up towards Rafters. Torji's aggressive play at ramp does not yield anything for MOUZ. And 2 players to the good right now for FaZe with 1 minute and 30 left.
Twist just snuck on down as well. Can be a thought on their side, and with that play taking place so early into the round, They have all of the space to work with here, and here's
got
Twist
another
on
one.
the hunt, another 3 to the tally. JDC's out here to catch him if he pushes, but Twist is just making this his map, taking the space. JDC can't find anything.
I was a little surprised we didn't see FaZe just commit to the A site off the back of the 2 entries, but clearly Twist had a good feel for the position he could get himself into. And we are starting to see more rounds where Twists just seems to come through with a crazy multi-kill. That's always a nice win condition for FaZe to have. And they did set a somewhat slow pace in some of these early rounds, FaZe. So it ended up working out nicely, the timing to switch up the pace there.
Very clean round to get their first on the board. Just comes purely off that aggression from Twist, executed perfectly out the gate. Anytime I think of like a fast hit onto the A side, I'm thinking of Twist, right? He's just so snappy with that aim towards rafters. It feels like no matter where you are along that ledge, he's going to find you.
Yeah, FaZe have a lot of options in that department too, right? We see Rob sometimes get out towards that vent. He loves that smoke that lands in front of it. You'll see him try and find the entry there, but that was just based on Twist. Just had the front spawn, gets out the door. You have the ability to just be very snappy, and MOUZ actually got caught off guard by the speed there.
Yeah, and you see the spot that Dexter's playing. Once this first kill happens, Dexter's position is really good for holding Hut, but it's really bad if they get out through doors. So that first fight was huge.
So just a great decision to go.
Be aware of that A rush now, if they weren't already. And this time it is back to Yard, where Rain oftentimes makes this position his domain, and he's already picked up the opener.
Change of pace is immediate from FaZe, isn't it? These last 2 rounds, straight out the gate, fighting an opener in the first 15 seconds. And again, now you've got another player in the back lines that can really just work this map however he wants.
This is kind of the opposite to the first gun round, where Frozen was Yard, he got the kill, he got this control. Now Rain wins the fight, and it's completely in FaZe's hands.
Let's see how MOUZ adapt to it. Dexter, the cogs in his brain whirling as he's close towards the squeaky door. He's on the other side of it. He's pushing into what Twist is on. Easy fight to win, and Twists will pick it up. FaZe now at 2 players. Torchy committed in towards Hut. An aggressive position. MOUZ lacking control of the map, lacking players, and Exertion starts to help with one of those matters. Torchy could assist here. Playing Hut still with that scope in. The patience might pay off here as they cross it over. He doesn't send a shot out. JDC gets caught. That information would have been passed on, but he still can't win the battle. He's just not in a position to do it, and now there's a gaping hole in the defense towards ramp. They don't have to go back towards Torchy or Exertion.
I think JDC committing forwards could be costly. That B site was open. And Exertion won't get anything going. Good kills from Rops. And I think the reason JDC commits there is because Dexter was going aggressive in lobby. He wanted to be close by to try and respond, but he ends up unfortunately committing into a position where he can't afford to die that easily because Rain was already down on that B site.
It did get a little bit scary though when Carrigan just swings the domain by himself. You know, they're in a position where they're in a 5-on-3 at this point, right? And Carrigan just runs into main. This is where it can start to fall apart, right? Because Torchy was looking through Hut. Vantage just disappears.
These ramp fights could be so important. You've got Frozen here, who's meant to be such a pivotal piece of this MOUZ side, but he's gone down again.
Brokey is primed for Torchy as well. The rifles fly over his crosshair, and just too many of them to handle. Does well on the first on Twist, but Rain just comes in with a trade immediately. Look at this fight for Dexter. He's loving getting on the other side of this door. He's just going to be patient now, hoping he can catch what usually is Rops up here, and he is, in fact, in the lobby. Rops is a master of this position. It's not easy to catch him out of position.
Yeah, you just know he's not going to overextend here.
Yeah. The bomb is still undecided right now, which is interesting. I think they're waiting to see if Rain can get the info. And if he does wrap into heaven, that might be all the info they need.
Dexter, he's expecting something.
This is the most patient battle we've seen in a very long time, isn't it?
Rops is the most patient player, though. And Dexter's actually going to swing for the fight on main. That smoke comes through at a good time. He's the only one on the side. Wins out the fight on Rain, but he's going to be under so much pressure. That wrap is coming on through.
How is Rops not activated sooner here? His teammates are falling. The bomb is away from him. He's got to get involved in the game, but he's been way too delayed. The fight on Yard goes against him.
Look what the bomb is. He can't get to it. He can't win this round anymore.
How has this happened?
I can't believe Rops is so passive there.
Yeah, he's way too passive in that position. You have a window of opportunity where they decide they're not going main, right? When the call is they start running heaven, he can activate, but when Dexter's pulled away, he has to know when that player is no longer watching door. With the limited numbers that MOUZ have, you've got to come and just take that frag. Once Dexter goes down, he doesn't get the heaven kill, and then the FaZe players can start to push in heaven and drop into the site. If Robs just activates a little sooner, Dexter is unable to win that round for MOUZ.
Yeah, credit to Dexter. It was a really hard position to be in for so long. He put this smoke down. This was a crazy fight to win. But it's once rain falls that you realize those players stuck behind the main smoke, they can't do anything.
The other small detail there was that the two other wanted to flank onto Yard, and it worked out perfectly for JDC to catch those remaining players.
This is a big reinforcement on this A site early. I think they were expecting a faster round from FaZe, but FaZe have managed to get a good buy together. They're still going to go for it.
It's coming to them, and Carrigan, he's the first out this time from Hut. Dexter at the back of the side has been so good on this top site, but eventually that FAMAS will run out of input, and Carrigan and Robs clear out the site together. That's the bomb down for FaZe in the round locked in.
Yeah, again, it's another round with pace that just works out well. It feels like when they slow it down and try to play these more slow-paced rounds or trying to catch out the rotations, it starts to fall apart for them. MOUZ seem to be one step ahead of the positioning in those rounds, but these fast, contact-heavy plays work out well for FaZe.
Man, that feels so rough for MOUZ, right? You stack 3 players on that A site. I think it was a good call from MOUZ even to stack like that. They realized that FaZe have only really found success with the fast A play. But losing the early fight puts you in an awkward position. Exertion tries to get involved over towards Squeaky, but once his teammates go down, it doesn't create as much chaos when you go for that play. They know roughly where you are.
Rain, always a menace out in Yard, but Frozen also quite well known for this position, and Rain's actually getting peppered on this cross. Doesn't seem too bothered by it, and all there's Torchy with the one, but Twist, an immediate trade.
That's so well timed. Great positioning there, and now ramp looks to be open for the taking. Rain tries to drop down. That cost him. That's an AK recovered for MOUZ.
And MOUZ have the player advantage too. Upgrading the weapon is only going to help matters now. Brokey starting to think about the flank that could come through. MOUZ have been pretty proactive in towards those lobby pushes. And FaZe just taking their time in the ramp room. The commitment down B is inevitable. They've got to deal with 2 players here. Exertion up towards control room window. Sends some utility out. Has got JDC towards Decon to help out. 29 seconds here for MOUZ to just hold on for it. Twist running through. JDC has got a pick, and it's too easy. Exertion gets a double. JDC helps out, and FaZe get nowhere near the site.
Yeah, I mean, Rain going down there was actually huge, right? Because MOUZ just had them penned into ramp. They knew exactly where they were. They had 2 players down on the site. They had a player holding Hell, and then they had a player holding in towards lobby. There was nowhere that FaZe could go other than into the arms of MOUZ. And I feel like this is another one of those examples where FaZe are in a good position and they throw a body out for nothing. This time it was Rain.
Bit to it.
Ooh. Exertion in the Hut under pressure, but FaZe running out quickly. Back to the old faithful this time. Ineffective in grabbing that opening. Brokey and Carrigan caught early. Twist having to try and recover this. Did have an opportunity to get that second up towards heaven. Ooh. Unable to connect, but look at Rain's positioning here.
Bomb down lower. How do his teammates join him?
And that is the issue. How do you make something of this? They're in the Hut right now. Twist looking for a pathway. But at least they've got a lot of time, Lucy.
Yeah, I think this is actually a good position for FaZe, even though they have the man disadvantage. And even nice from Twist. And now Rain can come up. Twist is clearing, not finding anybody here. That bomb can make its way through.
Yeah, passive setup right now for MOUZ is allowing FaZe to feel more comfortable on the site. And look at this. Rob's got the right read on the ramp plate. Torchy walks in. JDC's still there, and Robs is ready for the second player. He's just going to hold for it, and ooh, the timing as he peeks out again. JDC actually gets the upper hand. Rob's lucky to get away with his life. And now Frozen begins to activate, this time from heaven. Don't want to mull your teammate's pathway back into the site here. So he's going to take his time, and Twist is still focused on Hut. Time is starting to tick for MOUZ. They want to pull this retake off, and over the top, Frozen comes in from heaven. JDC's taking down Robs, and suddenly it is just Twist playing with his food inside of the site. JDC with a headshot. What a recovery to the round for MOUZ.
Unbelievable from JDC. First of all, he has to get past Robs.
Rain looking to make that forward play. He's got back up, and he's got the angle.
Yeah, really good positioning from Rain to get into that spot so quickly. Torshi wasn't ready.
Oh my.
And Twist is so lucky that he doesn't get caught from that spam. And in the meantime, Carrigan has slipped around the back of Frozen and puts him in the ground. So 3 players right now for MOUZ up.
I think it's because Rain got that kill on Yard. They maybe thought it was just another round where it's only Rain showing presence. Big fight here.
Oh.
Exertion wins it. And this round is still open for MOUZ.
Oh, let's see, this is where it gets scary. It's another 5v3 where they're sort of slowing down and just letting MOUZ move around and find these gaps.
This A site is weak, though.
MOUZ did a great job as well at getting into these positions early, challenging that door and getting that map control. But here they come, swinging out towards the site. Brokey from main was worried about the vent, but MOUZ aren't giving them any fights here. They're letting Exertion play because he's pushed through the lobby. They have to be aware that this is a possibility.
Issue is you got a player in heaven. Getting back into this is so difficult with Exertion coming through main. Dex is waiting for a timing, and I think it all comes down to JDC. Starts to clear on through. Player in CT vent. They are all facing away. No one is giving anything to MOUZ, and with the lack of a kill being faced, they can't find a way in.
Yeah, no kills offered up. So MOUZ will concede. FaZe have a 4th round, and it's again speed to get ran into the outside spot. Catches that opening and just move in as a unit. FaZe finds their way to the A site. Exertion looking for that pick. Good nade going over the top. That's going to catch Rain. Lands right on top of him. Dexter also removes Brokey's life. And FaZe don't have a whole lot of cash, so these kills are really impactful. Look at that. Robs can't even afford an AK armor on his own. He'll have to take some charity.
That's an AWP that they wouldn't have had either on the CT side. So, you know, considering them everything back into these rounds that are falling apart, right?
Could it be quick A again? FaZe grouped into lobby.
Looks like it. Torshi this time has the big green gun turreted up at heaven. Carrigan, the first victim of the round here. And again, they're just trying to speed, but they're being severed right now. They can't move through as a team. The utilities cut them apart, and they're one by one dying at the hands of MOUZ's CT hold here. Brokey gets down the vent. He does have the bomb on his back, but to pull this clutch off, this would be a miracle.
Surely it's just a plant. I mean, they know he's here. He wasn't quite about it. Bomb does go down. Look how close Exertion is. Another player drops as well. They're going to be swinging from every angle. Escapes out the double doors, so he's got himself into a better position. Flash on over, peeks on through for the first, but Exertion takes him down. The Galil does not deliver. And MOUZ set their 8th.
Even when you escape to the double doors, they know exactly where you are, so it's so hard to do anything for Brokey there.
It's a little worrying because FaZe are finding so much success from these quicker plays. Now MOUZ seem to have adapted to that.
Yeah, I mean, having the AWP in position, obviously huge, but it was also just surprising. We didn't see the earlier flash towards the site. Carrigan's trying to run in before the utility there. I guess trying to find the timing window.
Yeah, no, we'll give huge props to Exertion and how he handled this as well, right? He's still got all of his utility because this is so quick. He drops a smoke on left side hut, so he's completely safe from that.
Correct, we've seen him find a lot of success from here earlier in this game. This time it is just Rain towards outside. They got him into that position solo early in this round. And the rest of FaZe about to challenge down JDC.
A lot of pressure on JDC. He's the only one here. The rotation is far, and you can see he just immediately does not want to face. Drops the smoke. Dexter makes his way over, so he can support. Look how hidden FaZe are, though, tucking away. Dexter doesn't get a fair fight and doesn't want to stay around.
Yeah, but FaZe don't get that one kill. They don't get the opening to just barrel through, right? So now they have to go back to lobby. Where that door question comes in, Frozen and Exertion work together to get themselves 2 kills. Sure, FaZe have fought back for at least 1, and that'll be a Rop's rifle now to play with. But they've got a good read on this, MOUZ.
I don't know if they know about Twist, though.
Oh, Dexter looked like he had the idea, but Twist has actually slipped on by, and he's found the perfect position to get another gun. And now suddenly it's a 3 versus 3. This could work out. Torshi's in the side with the AWP, and he goes, oh, he's in between 2 positions right now. He's going to get overrun by Brokey, who comes out with a deagle and cracks down the whip. It's now JDC alone, and he's coming back into this with the AKs, quickly up the vent, pushing towards the side. Brokey has the AWP. He's seen him. He's risking a lot. He's jumping behind the site and opening up opportunities, but he's realized he can slip away towards hut. He's got some cover. The spam of JDC goes through the wall. It'll tickle Brokey, but won't bring him down to health where he's worried. He'll just set back with the AWP. Bomb is not planted for him. And JDC is just waiting for the Brokey. Swing taps and wins. And
early with those smokes. But I think that's clear. MOUZ have done their homework here.
yeah, you can see Exertion didn't even second guess where he could have been that.
Oh, hello. Exertion.
Look at this.
Wow, they have
he
no
knows.
idea.
He knows exactly where he is because Rain is spamming now, and he's got the easy kill. Exertion's having a great round here.
All 3 of these kills MOUZ have found have been the most simple fights they've had. Exertion has Rops in his crosshair. JDC gets Carrigan as he just jumps out solo ramp, and then that fight out towards long. outside. And yeah, Twist and Brokey now to try and recover a 2v5.
Well, Twist is walking right towards Exertion, who's just had the perfect round really here and again. Oh, had a chance, but Twist is very quick to react. And now he's looking to open up the round again for FaZe. 30 seconds to do so. Brokey is lagging behind him and outside. And they still got to try and get in towards the side. And this A side, oh, it nearly opened up. That kill would have been good for Twist. Dexter wasn't looking the right way. And Twist goes back, but Dexter is hidden away now. He's taking some better cover behind the Tetris boxes. He's peeked out and just got the info. Twist couldn't see anything as Torshi gets the kill. Brokey now thrust into the clutch. 10 seconds left, sprinting towards the site. They know they can just come up this vent in the late round. They know he can't plant, and Frozen locks in the kill. 10 rounds for MOUZ, double figures in this first half.
Frozen arriving at the right time. Twist only had 5 bullets as he was trying to enter the site. It seems like Brokey's starting to find some individual form. But again, the early round was previously going in favor of FaZe. Now MOUZ seem to be winning a bunch of these early engagements.
It's Exertion that's just been so good to watch, Lucy.
Yeah, he's just finding all the timings right. Just his position.
Early with those smokes. But I think that's clear. MOUZ have done their homework here.
Yeah, you can see Exertion didn't even second guess where he could have been that.
Oh, hello. Exertion.
Look at this.
Wow, they have no idea.
He knows exactly where he is because Rain is spamming now, and he's got the easy kill. Exertion's having a great round here.
All 3 of these kills MOUZ have found have been the most simple fights they've had. Exertion has Rops in his crosshair. JDC gets Carrigan as he just jumps out solo ramp, and then that fight out towards long outside. And yeah, Twist and Brokey now to try and recover a 2v5.
Well, Twist is walking right towards Exertion, who's just had the perfect round really here and again. Oh, had a chance, but Twist is very quick to react. And now he's looking to open up the round again for FaZe. 30 seconds to do so. Brokey is lagging behind him and outside. And they still got to try and get in towards the side. And this A side, oh, it nearly opened up. That kill would have been good for Twist. Dexter wasn't looking the right way. And Twist goes back, but Dexter is hidden away now. He's taking some better cover behind the Tetris boxes. He's peeked out and just got the info. Twist couldn't see anything as Torshi gets the kill. Brokey now thrust into the clutch. 10 seconds left, sprinting towards the site. They know they can just come up this vent in the late round. They know he can't plant, and Frozen locks in the kill. 10 rounds for MOUZ, double figures in this first half.
Frozen arriving at the right time. Twist only had 5 bullets as he was trying to enter the site. It seems like Brokey's starting to find some individual form. But again, the early round was previously going in favor of FaZe. Now MOUZ seem to be winning a bunch of these early engagements.
It's Exertion that's just been so good to watch, Lucy.
Yeah, he's just finding all the timings right. Just his position. Does get one back on the spray through the smoke onto Dexter, though.
Torshi's just now getting to B. Meanwhile, JDC loses his fight. Torshi has arrived, but he's got to be scared of the flank.
5-7. Oh, I thought I would have to strike, but Frozen helps him out. He's got assistance coming through. MOUZ up a player in the final moments of this half.
Bomb planted. All 3 MOUZ players coming down from the ramp. Bomb out in the open. Rain back in the corner, and Brokey's been spotted as well. The smoke that he's using as a one-way has to come in huge, and Rain has done one. They can now reposition as a unit.
And Brokey sits towards the back of the cylinder in the side, but he's not really needed because Rain is just popping off now. Frozen's head popped off his shoulders, and Torshi knows he has to go for it. Switches to this AK, and Brokey immediately swings. Torshi smokes off the bomb. He's looking towards the double doors for Rain, but Rain has found a decon, and Torshi now knows that. Comes off, nearly gets it done.
The other way.
Absolutely. And now FaZe really need this pistol hit. Fast play into A. This looks good. Twist is close quarters, and he will get traded.
Yeah, Twist doesn't handle it. Dexter is still alive, still fighting, this time against Rain. He'll turn up towards Heaven and realize, okay, we don't need to go in towards A because, look, we're down on this B site. We're down causing problems elsewhere. And Exertion trying to cut off that rotation through hell. Brokey will win that fight. JDC finally locks in the bomb plant. And it's Frozen, him left alone, up against 4 of the FaZe players, and this one isn't going MOUZ's way.
Yeah, JDC had to win that fight on terrain. That was the only way back into that round after they started to lose players left, right, and center. Frozen gonna actually give this a look in. I mean, a few kills here would affect the economy of FaZe at the very least, but that is a good pistol round for them to pick up after losing the opener out of up on high. A difficult place for the multi-frag. He found the first, can't get the second. Torshi's there immediately, and the rotation from Brokey gets another. He falls on back and has support.
Well, MOUZ have opened up a chance down into the lower bomb side. Exertion's coming late through Secret as well, so he might cause problems for Carrigan. He's gone up towards the control room. MOUZ just letting Exertion play. Good communication here again from Exertion, and Frozen's in behind the ramp. So they're just taking the time, seeing what opening they can grab here. And I think Carrigan is going to be that opening to make it a little bit more comfortable. Torchy committing to the bomb plant now. Carrigan couldn't really do much to deny. That double door swings open. Carrigan reveals Torchy takes the kill. Now Exertion needs to activate, but he's going to hear those players coming down the vent rotation. He could get a little bit more done here. Brokey goes down immediately, and now Shirley looking for Carrigan. Does damage, but the MP9 will prevail, and just Frozen up on the ramp. Twist at long range secures the round for FaZe.
I mean, long-range MP9, it had to be for Twist. Not always convincing, but enough damage was done prior. Exertion was the player in the position who maybe could have made the difference. They didn't really anticipate him. I like the idea from MOUZ to get him into that spot, but just not quite able to get that double kill. That really felt like it was what the round hinged on there.
Yeah, the actual round from MOUZ is really good though, right? We mentioned the lack of utility. They had to go contact somewhere. Ramp is good. Robson.
Oh, he switches to the silencer and finally gets back towards the box, but he's under so much pressure. He's desperately calling for Brokey to come and help him, and Brokey has delivered that help in spades. Finally, Exertion steps up for MOUZ and clears out both Brokey and Robs, creating an opening down to this B site.
Already the rotation down here though. Exertion trying to clear it out, but Rain is just tucked on back into control. Very powerful position, but he is the only one here at the moment. Carrigan is outside checking for a hell rotation. This is the fight that decides the round, and Exertion finds another. Suddenly, this is back on for MOUZ.
Exertion's just a beast right now. This is ridiculous. 3 kills, creates the opening on B, and then follows up. Carrigan coming back in now with Twist to try and recover this. It's not going to be easy. Exertion's still up, and Carrigan looks to be his next victim on his list. Exertion with another, and now it is just Twist left with it all to do. Bomb is planted far away from him as well. And they've got such a good post-plant position up on the ramp. They don't have to peek together. They can just delay. They can run the time down. And Dexter swings around. He takes damage. Twist has got it down into the 1v1. Exertion's work is done. Twist has 10 seconds on that defuse. There's no time anymore. He can't win it. He has to run away. FaZe have lost the round. Exertion with the 4K. Another force back after the bomb plant. And they charge to the ramp. Exertion shreds through FaZe Clan single-handedly.
First time playing against FaZe, and he's doing a damn good job. Smile on his face, well deserved, because he's the man that had to get the trades initially. And sometimes you see players not fully clear that angle in the corner, but he does that perfectly. Nice! Maybe overpeaks at the end.
It's a little bit criminal, really. Brokey done so much work on that rotate. And now FaZe are forced into this, and it's not pretty.
Well, they're trying to be disruptive towards these outside smokes and rain. Oh, he gets close. Exertion out first. Not the play you want to lose if you're MOUZ, but they do get the trade back. Twist is going to try and set up distraction. He would love to kill. Now Brokey has to do a lot, Hawker.
Yeah, because Rain died in this position. They're not going to clear this.
He does let them run by, and Brokey yet to activate. Finally, gets his chance to strike and puts one bullet in the brain of Frozen. Fantastic response from Dexter.
A necessary kill. 2 go down there from Brokey. It suddenly starts to fall apart. Now the defense is split. Carrigan and Rops nowhere near each other. This is where MOUZ have a good opportunity to bring it back, and that could have been the frag. JDC comes out ahead, all onto Rops now. 1 versus 3, makes his way up into the heavens, knows where JDC is, has him pinned on through. Now the rest of the team knows exactly where the final FaZe player resides.
If JDC just stays alive, he knows that the teammates know exactly where Robs are. You're just giving them more time to deal with him. And Robs has to drop out of heaven. He does get the chance on Dexter. There's a better gun available to Robs if he wants it, but he is going to go back up. He is faking the drop down and coming back up towards heaven, where he might catch JDC off on his lonesome here. Rob slips on by, and JDC with a smart reposition gets underneath heaven and makes it difficult for Robs to do anything.
Yeah, low on health. He's such a standout for MOUZ. But honestly, Yard hasn't been as important throughout this game. Let's see if MOUZ go for it here. Dexter sneaking in, but that is not a favorable fight for him.
Flash was good, just a little bit too late, unfortunately. And Rain spamming on, does a lot of damage under Exertion, but he is going to cross 3 MOUZ players. In fact, doing so, JDC will be the lurk component that's going to come through late. So they've heavily committed down towards B now.
Molly in. Brokey sticks in the corner. Might want to play a bit further back so he can reposition. It's a one-on-one fight, though, against Exertion, who's been so sharp, but this time, Brokey puts him down. This is what FaZe needed.
Yeah, clean start to the round. Kind of go the other way, though. Frozen comes flying through the decon door. Brokey does not handle it. And Torji will lock that bomb plant in. Frozen, he's still down here, and when he's around, it can always go the other way. He's very lucky there, Rops, to get away with that one before being sentenced to death.
They know where JDC is, though, so they know that Frozen's the only one on the side at the moment.
Which means all the pressure is on his shoulders to deliver. This young man, the young veteran, let's see if he can pull it off. Towards the double doors, he's staying alive for a long time here. FaZe are taking their time, and that is letting JDC get back down to this lower bomb site. FaZe have not entered. They have not begun their retake, and finally they start to run in. Frozen fails to collect on one, but the time, it's taking 10-second defuse around the corner. Twist will cover it off, and Carrigan holding it through. It is damn close to get it done, but FaZe will pull off the retake. They could leave it right down to the final few seconds, but it's effective in the end.
I mean, they basically made it so that the retake had to go perfectly because they didn't have that kit in play. If there's any chaos caused there, just a few seconds extra bought by MOUZ, it could have gone the other way. It looked really hesitant, but FaZe do at least put the pieces together.
And it rains an extra second, and they win the round.
Ooh, movement not ideal from Exertion, but he is going to go for the fast drop down.
Oh, he's quick about this, isn't he? Rain is not ready for this speed from Exertion. The X factor for MOUZ chiming in again. And the Norwegian has nothing to say about it. Brokey, the next to go down. Exertion with yet another multi-kill round. Dexter,
wow.
This is just not even competitive in round 22. Finally, Twist draws some blood. He needs a lot more to start flowing. And Frozen, well, he'll just stop him from getting anywhere near the site. Carrigan has nothing he can do here. 14 rounds for MOUZ.
I mean, surely you've got to be ready for plays like that, right? I understand Rain is focused on the yard smokes, but it's nothing crazy from MOUZ. This is the way MOUZ often play. Pretty simple but effective strategies. The fact that Exertion's able to run over the top like that and get so much from it. A bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, it feels like FaZe kind of go into the rounds, sort of have it with an understanding of how it's going to play out, and as soon as some sort of little bit of extra is thrown into the mix, like Exertion coming over faster on the hut or whatever it may be, it seems to catch them off guard. And we saw that yesterday against Bad News Eagles again and again, right? As soon as something a little bit out of the ordinary happened, they weren't really ready to respond.
Gotta say, Exertion has been such a revelation for this MOUZ roster. Not only has he brought the aggression and the snappy aim to the squad, but I think he's even allowed Frozen to play a few more roles that Frozen wants to play. We haven't seen that translate onto the server in this one.
And I think you know that Exertion just has a great mind for the... So early on in his career.
This is the last stand for FaZe. They've invested in this.
Quick out the door from Torji. You've seen him sprinting towards that doorway, and Brokey will fall foul immediately.
Rain wants something back. Has to be the one to find it. Exertion outside is spotted, but oh, what a shot from Exertion. Wow. He is not slowing down here. Has FaZe in his pocket. Twist, a Desert Eagle, picks up the AWP from Brokey's corpse. He's down into the vents. Not a play you want to be.
Offside
Carrigan, he has to do it all. He's found one, drops on the second as well. Carrigan traded out, but Rops is here as well, a 2v2.
Luckily, Rops was there because he gets the trade very efficiently. Exertion and Torsi. They still got a minute left to play this one, and oh, unfortunately for Exertion, he finally gets caught. Rops walks around, sees him looking the wrong way, and now it's down to the AWPer.
Might get that bomb. Can he comfortably plant it? He's got utility, so Torji puts the smoke down. Molly into vent, that allows the bomb plant. And can FaZe work together on this retake? Because they're in different angles here.
Taking his time, slipping his way back towards main. Wants to use this as the post-plant position. Worried about a FaZe player being in the smoke. But Torji is fine, he's safe in this position. He's got the right look now. The noise up the vent, quick shot on the Twist. He doesn't want to get involved in that second fight right away. He just wants to run this time down. He wants to make Rops feel uncomfortable. Rops doesn't have a kit. Rops comes to fight him. Torji's won the round. What a clutch! The Hungarian sniper on top as he silences FaZe and puts MOUZ on map point.
Unbelievable from Torji. What a 1 versus 2. The smoke through to main and then playing around it. They both come out one by one, isolating the fights, playing around the blue box outside to perfection. Even getting the final kill wasn't even necessary, but it's the cherry on top. And also, you got to shout out Exertion for that disgusting tap outside. But Torshi's the hero of this round.
It's been so... Paragon play would have been enough. It's not. And it looks like it's MOUZ's map.
Still Berettas for Twist. That's what he has in the final round of FaZe's map pick here.
And it's already looking pretty poor. Rob's gone. FaZe not competitive on this first map. It's been a strong showing from Torji, Exertion, and Dexter that have led them to this point. JDC with 1v1 clutches all the way through. Now they just need to convert on this last round. And Dexter, not an easy fight against Red, it turns out. A Twist will be pretty easy work for Exertion. He doesn't want to get involved. He doesn't want to run down lower and potentially lose his life. He wants to keep the strength and number fixed. The run back comes back down. That might draw some aggression. And in tandem, Exertion and Torsi chime in for 2 kills, leaving just Carrigan in a 1 versus 4. MOUZ have picked up this first map. It's just a matter of time before Carrigan goes down, possibly to the hands of JDC.